What's up, Rock and Rollers? My name is William Ryan, and we just got a new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 from the Super Bowl this year. And it's a full-on trailer, it's not a TV spot, it's a full-blown trailer, so this video is going to be me reacting to this, going to be watching this for the first time. And yeah, I'm just going to go in with a clear, open, fresh mind, so don't know what to expect other than just seeing the characters again, and Adam Warlock as well, so we're going to get right into this. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, I'm going to turn the volume up a bit. 3, 2, 1, start.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm Star-Lord. I formed the Guardians. Met a girl, fell in love.
Oh, he's trying to get back with Gamora.
Died, but then she came back. Came back a total dick.
Oh, please. That's some important information, but that is the gist of it.
Came back to bite him in the dust. Go back to Earth? Is that Earth?
My sacred mission.
Oh, the high evolutionary, isn't it?
Create the perfect society.
And he created Rocket.
Didn't want to make things perfect.
Whoa.
He just hated things the way they are.
Dang. Whoa, what? Nebula has a... Jumping in space! Probably gonna... Aww. Aww. Ooh, Adam Warlock! Oh. I forgot the name of the Weasel character. No, Otter character, sorry.
We were always searching for a family.
Cosmo!
How we found each other.
Aww.
Are you ready for one last ride?
We'll all
Whoa.
fly away together. Into the forever
Whoa, what is going on in those last few shots there?
beautiful sky.
They seem to be crying about something. When the emotion starts, that can mean something very happy. For a Guardians film, that is.
Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into this.
No. No.
Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
Alright, I guess that... Yeah, but what are those last two shots that I want to see real quick? So it's like, are Mantis and Drax saying goodbye to each other for some reason? I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions because they might be really sad, but... What's this shot of, like... So it's Mantis, Drax, Nebula, and Gamora looking at something. Mantis is crying. And then we have another shot of Star-Lord crying his eyes out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But... Yeah, I don't want to jump to the conclusion. I think it would be too quick to jump into conclusions because I really don't want to say who's gonna die in this movie because I really cannot. Again, I'm really not ready to say goodbye to any of these characters. So, yeah, but yeah, I guess on to the breakdown. Alright, so first things first, the first thing that I noticed in this trailer is that it seems a bit more Star-Lord centric and focused than the last one, which mainly focused on Rocket. And it's especially hinting at how his dynamic, from what I can see, with this new version of Gamora, and from Endgame, how that will go in this movie, with Peter and Gamora bickering throughout the trailer, until Gamora brings up the part where she thinks that the woman that Peter is attracted to sounds like Nebula, which the both of them have a funny exchange at the end of the trailer. And, but, I don't know, if this is actually hinting of where this movie is going with them, I honestly... I'm not sure how to feel about that, to be honest, because, like, I don't know, because for one, in my opinion, I don't think they fit together, because those two characters, we haven't really seen them spend enough time together and on screen to kind of build their chemistry for them to grow. So I feel like pairing them together would honestly just feel very random and a bit awkward. But who knows? Maybe James Gunn can work some of his magic and make it workable. Who knows? And the reason I'm looking at the screen right now is because I'm just looking at the trailer, just still shots of the trailer just right now as I'm talking about this in front of the camera. But this trailer also shows us more of the High Evolutionary, who's the villain of this movie. And the trailer revealed a bit more about him. It seems that he's an ancient being that is obsessed with creating highly evolved beings, making what he thinks are perfect versions of those beings, to create his version of a perfect society, which in all honest to God sounds like he just cannot accept the way things are, which is exactly what Rocket says a few seconds later in the trailer. I mean, I don't know, because when I hear him like talk about his like goals and stuff, and it's in the trailer, and just his whole vibe, it gives me like eternal celestial, more importantly celestial vibes, or Elder of the Universe more specifically, like the Collector or the Grandmaster, which I feel like the latter could fit. I can see him as a trio alongside Grandmaster and the Collector. I mean, I can honestly see those three together as like three of the Elders of the Universe, which I feel like that could fit. But guess we'll just have to see how it goes. We also get more shots of Rocket and his process of being transformed from a regular raccoon to a walking thug anthropomorphic raccoon from the High Evolutionary. From him being just tied there, and from the High Evolutionary, it seems that it's him, basically putting a number tattoo on Rocket. And yeah, I guess it's giving us more footage of Rocket's backstory here. It seems that Nebula also has a new cool sword, which I don't know if that's something that she adds later on or that transforms into a sword. But all I know is that it seems that it's going to be a new upgrade for her. One of the more important things that we see from this trailer is more Adam Warlock, other than just those two shots that we got from the last trailer. Yeah, we see more Adam Warlock and him fighting more with the Guardians, especially him fighting Groot and Drax in this trailer. And I know that they're going to eventually team up, but what I'm really most looking forward to with Adam Warlock is how they're going to introduce him and how they'll go about showing off his powers, because he is literally one of the most powerful characters in all of Marvel history. So I really hate him to see him just nerfed. I really do hope that this is the start of Marvel, or in this case the MCU, trying to expand upon his power level, because he is extremely powerful. And yeah, just really cannot wait to see his dynamic and relationships with the rest of the Guardians. We also get a bit more shots of Rocket and Lila. I guess that's the name of the otter that he's seen, I guess, hanging out with throughout some of the shots and some of the scenes throughout the trailer so far. And I'm really interested to see what the dynamic is. Apparently, from what I've searched up, Lila is a sort of like a love interest or romantic partner for Rocket. So I'm really interested to see how that will go. There's also a shot of Rocket in one of the scenes he's with Lila, where he looks slimmer. I mean, I don't know. He looks a bit thinner with his arms kind of, I don't know, a bit skinnier than usual. I mean, I don't know if that's because if it's a flashback or something happens to Rocket in the film. But yeah, that's just some detail that I managed to catch my eye. What's this alien here underneath Peter and Gamora? I mean, is it their new pet or something that they adopt in the movie that becomes part of their team later on? I mean, I'm sure the Cosmo is technically already their pet, and Rocket hates being called a pet because he's clearly not. So, I mean, I don't know, I doubt it's just a random alien that's just there. I bet that it'll have something to do with the dynamic between Peter and Gamora. So, I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but I feel like the concept of expanding the world in space, yeah, it just feels very similar to like Star Wars, which apparently is what a lot of people are describing for Ant-Man right now. So yeah, expanding the world is just sort of the thing that it's sort of doing right now. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. There's this shot here of Rocket climbing on top of Groot and them working together to take down the bandits and the thugs that are around them trying to defeat them. And for me, that was a pretty nostalgic moment. I haven't seen them do that since the first Guardians movie, which was like 9 years ago now. So to see Rocket and Groot working together like that again, yeah, it's just really the nostalgic moment for me. Like I said in a few minutes ago, there's a shot here of Drax, Mantis, Gamora, and Nebula looking out at something, with Mantis almost in tears, or it looks like she's in tears right now. But what I also noticed is that Star-Lord, Rocket, and Groot are missing, and they're not on screen here. So I'm wondering, does it have something to do with them not being present with the rest of the Guardians? Did something happen to them? I don't know. Because it does look like it's in the same scene where the Guardians are having that slow-mo walk towards the screen. So I have a feeling that the reason why Star-Lord and Rocket and Groot are not there is because something happens as they're slow-mo walking. Or it happens before, and Star-Lord, Rocket, and Groot return, and that's when the slow-mo walk happens. I mean, I don't know. That's just my a little theory out there, but I have a feeling that regardless, I feel like something has happened regarding Star-Lord, Rocket, and Groot, which is why they're not there, and Drax, Mantis, and Gamora, and Nebula, like, looking helplessly at the situation that is in front of them, which, whatever they may be, but I have a feeling that's going to be probably either building up to, or ending as one of the most emotional moments of the film. The last thing I want to note here is the song that's used in this trailer. The song is called Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow. And I've noticed that some of the lyrics here kind of, I mean, obviously the lyrics Since You've Been Gone, I have a feeling it references the fact that Peter has been separated from Gamora all this time, and I guess this is the sort of song that's referencing to what the Guardians have been up to since Gamora has been gone, since she died in Infinity War, and what the team has been like without her. And another one of the lyrics here that says, I'm out of my head, can't take it. I guess it's referencing to the fact that Star-Lord can't take the fact that Gamora is gone, and that he's been feeling lost without her all this time, and now that he's finally seeing her again after all this time, well, technically the last time he saw her was in Endgame, but this film's going to be about them getting back together and stuff, and how Gamora rejoins the Guardians. So it's hinting and just teasing that dynamic and how that will go out in this movie. But one of the other lyrics I've noticed in this trailer is, I get the same old dreams, same time every night, fall to the ground and I wake up. I don't think that's referring to Star-Lord in this case. My guess is that it's referring to Rocket. Or at least that's how I personally think this is referring to. So basically, with how Rocket and his backstory, how he's experimented on, is genetically engineered, and how he's never had a normal life ever since, I have a feeling that it refers to the fact that ever since his experimentation, he's been having nightmares of the events secretly, and he's never really confessed it to the rest of the Guardians because it's just been so painful for him. And every time he has those nightmares, he just wakes up and just falls to the ground, literally, because the nightmares have been so horrible because of that nightmarish and horrific event in his life. So that's what I think the lyrics refer to. So yeah, another good song that James Gunn has used that not only is just a nice 70s/80s song, that another additional one that's adding to the Guardians soundtrack, but also one that actually links to the story and the characters and relates to them. Alright, so that is pretty much all the things I could catch from this single trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We even got a new poster, which I'll show on the screen now, which, it's just pretty much, it looks like a typical sitcom kind of poster, kind of like how The Breakfast Club kind of looks like. Well, not literally, but just behind like a white background, and white plain background, and how they're just all standing there kind of like comically. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I kind of like the first poster better just because it feels a bit more epic in a sense. This one just feels like a flat out comedy, which I know it will be because that's part of the Guardian's character. But yeah, I just feel like I personally prefer the first poster better, because this one, the second poster, kind of gives me the vibes that this will be full out comedy, full out funny, but not without the emotion, because with every single James Gunn flick, at least, there's got to be that emotional core, which I know will be extremely sad with this one, because this is going to be the last Guardians film that we know of this team, so I know that this movie's going to go out with a bang, so, and if it doesn't, I'll be really surprised. But yeah, that's going to do it for my reaction to the trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but my question is for you guys, what do you guys think of the trailer? And does this get you excited for the movie coming out in May 5th later this year? And if there's any other things that you spotted or liked in the trailer, you can let me know in the comments below. But if you also enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can tune in for more videos like this. And yeah, I guess that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be either Black Panther or Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which I'll be seeing tomorrow. So the review will be coming out either Saturday or Sunday. And I'm still debating whether I want to do like a non-spoiler or spoiler movie review, because I do intend to just get my initial reaction thoughts once outside the theater as a YouTube short. So be sure to watch out for that. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. See you guys next time. Rhinos, roll out. Have a good night.